Welcome back to another episode of the Pelvic Health and Fitness Podcast. I am doing a brief announcement and business slash life update for you all today. This has been a challenging, tough decision to make. I'm just going to come out right and say it, right out and say it, not beat around the bush. I have decided to take a little bit of a hiatus from the podcast. I am not going anywhere long term. If you're listening to this live, it's April, and I will be taking the spring and summer off from recording. I am still going to be back. I have loved and I continue to love this podcast. It's just a little bit of practicing what I preach. And I have been really busy lately, which I'm not complaining about. I am super thankful and grateful and excited that my business is growing, that I'm adding new branches to my business. So, yes, this is not a goodbye episode. This is just, again, practicing what I preach, reminding myself that seasons of rest are sometimes just as important as seasons of growth and busyness. And yeah, basically, I'm just finding when it comes to podcast recording, it just takes a lot of work, a lot of energy, a lot of planning. I have an amazing editor. Shout out to Aaron, who has really truly lightened the load a lot for the podcast for me. However, it is still a lot of work, and there's only so many hours in a week, in a day, to get all of the tasks done that I want to, especially as a business owner with two kids. All of you listening that are in the same boat know what I'm talking about. Um, I was doing recordings on Fridays and doing my guest recordings on Fridays, which has worked. However, I told myself when I started my business, Fridays would be sort of a more chill day for me. I now am taking on one-on-one physio clients on Friday mornings as well. Recordings have been happening in the afternoons, and Fridays end up being a jam-packed day. And I'm just feeling the effects of that. Yeah, so again, I'm not saying goodbye. This is not a long-term thing. I'm going to take the spring and the summer off, make some room on Fridays for myself to just find maybe more creativity again, or just relax and enjoy a couple of hours on Friday afternoons of maybe nothing if I can. Yeah, so I just wanted to let you all know that. So, with that said, if you're someone that has been listening to my podcast from the beginning, thank you so much. It's gone through some transitions with Dana finding other work, so she had to take a step back as well. And yeah, it was working for a while until right now it feels like it's not 100% working. Yeah, and I'm feeling called to make some changes, and that's one of the changes that I'm deciding to make for the time being. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of fill you all in if you are curious, interested on how my week looks as a solo entrepreneur. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I devote those days to admin stuff and also my creative work, which I create PDF design for other fitness and healthcare pros. I will be announcing soon that I'm going to be adding some additional digital creation offers as well, including templates for Instagram, and a bunch of other things that I still have to hammer out the details of that. So just stay tuned for that if you're someone that's interested in working with me in that regard. So yeah, Mondays I devote to that. Wednesday afternoons I devote to that. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday mornings I devote my time to my one-on-one Strong at Home VIP services, virtual physio. And again, I'm super grateful, super thankful that my schedule has been pretty full, pretty consistent with that lately. I also, as I announced on the podcast, I hired Cassandra, who is my rockstar PTA. Shout out to Cassandra. She is crushing it. So it's taken a little bit more time and energy to get her onboarded. start to, promote her as a service provider for Strong at Home as well. So there's just a lot of balls in the air. And I know my friend Emma talks about this, that there's only so many balls we can juggle until maybe we have to kind of let one bounce to the side. And so yeah, podcast is one of those things. So also Tuesday nights, I do my Strong at Home VIP group class. That's been going strong as well. And that still takes time and energy out of my life to plan and organize. My kids are also getting to an age where they're getting into some sports and extracurricular activities. So yeah, I don't need to justify anything to you all. I know that's true, but also again, I love to just kind of share about what my life and what my business world looks like. Just if you're curious and just to kind of keep you all in the loop as to what I'm up to. So with all that said, again, thank you to everyone who has been a devoted listener. I am so thankful. This is not goodbye. This is just so long for now for a little hiatus. If you are interested in working with me in any regard, whether that's, with my digital products, if you're a fitness or healthcare pro, please do reach out to me. Send me a DM on Instagram. Send me an email, info@rhondachamberlainpt.com. I'd love to fill you in on what products and services I'm offering for that. If you're interested in working with me, either one-on-one or in the Strong at Home membership, please feel free, same thing, send me an email, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'd love to fill you in on how you can work with me that way. In more fun news, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm doing a little office update. So super excited about that. That's been kind of taking some of my creative juices as well. Still a work in progress, not 100% done yet, but that's been fun. So lots of super fun, awesome, exciting things happening in my business. Personal life is good. We're busy as a family right now. So yeah, just felt called to take a little hiatus from the podcast for the time being. And I think that's everything for now. Again, thank you everybody for listening. You all are amazing. And I will be back.